Oh, hello. Well, everyone, I am been painting, and it's purple. Oh yeah, yeah. Here's the color of my floor. It's purple. This is the old floor that you see right here. It looks dirty and, just it's just wood. And I'm like, well, shoot, we got all this. I'm putting my refrigerator here, so I wanted it done first. So this was the first area I did, and yeah, I just have walkthroughs. So what I'm gonna do is when the rest of the stuff dries and I put it second coat, it needs a second coat because it's really soaking it up. And look down here. Yeah. So yeah. So I got outside to sit. I'm gonna have to get a different pair of shoes. Oh, I painted my other shoes and I'm like, dang it. I hate when I do that. All right, so I got that done, and then I'm here right now in my bathroom, and it's really hot in here. I don't have the air on because I had to take stuff back and forth, and I just figured, well, hell with it, I'll do the, more or less what's going to happen is I got to wait for it to dry, and it's drying really quick, actually, because we're in a dry desert-ish region. So, yeah. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's, what I'm going to do is I'm going to redo where my furniture is at, where people walk in. I'm going to, for now, because I don't have a TV or anything to put on my, well, hello. Hello. So right now, I've been painting my floor. I've just put like where I can walk through. Tomorrow I'm going to paint, before I head over to Sarah's house, I'm going to just paint the back end of my place. And, I'll have everything else painted. So tonight it should be pretty well done. So it'll be 4 hours, a lot of the stuff is, to be honest, when I'm done here, I'm going to start painting again because it's getting dry so quickly. I couldn't believe how fast it was getting dry. So yeah, it got dried real quick. Hi, Blake Jordan. Today I had to take everything out, and I found out I had a lot of stuff in my living room. And it really, to be honest, I don't need all that stuff. I have another room. I could take everything I can and put it in that room. I don't need to be bogged down with junk. Hi, Sunshine Love. Oh, thank you. Right now, I live in an RV, so it has wood floors, and I tried covering it up, and it just doesn't do it for me. And it's also, because the wood floors, it has, little cracks and crevices to keep it clean isn't that great. So I painted what you call, instead of gray or blue or whatever, I put purple. It is for flooring. Hi, John. Well, John, thank you for joining us for the moment. You have a good time. I'll catch you all later. I'm just painting my RV's floors, and I'm taking time to say hello to everybody. So today, let's see, what could we talk about? Let's talk about health. And I'm going to be honest. When I was little, a lot of people were more health conscious, and they didn't have all the things that we have now. We have apps where we can count our calories. We have all these things on our phone that can help us, where if we want to go out to eat somewhere and we want to make sure we have 410 calories, we can do it on our phone. Thank you. Thank you, John. He is a good mediator. Ah, that was good. It was a brush fire. It was really bad. What happened is, and I've been telling my ex for years, and everyone, don't put anything in the burn thing when there's wind and there's like no fire or anything, because what happened was it was, when you make eggs and you have it with oil and it was that in there, oil and everything, and it just went up quick. And it was just, a little cigarette. That was it. And I was like, dang, that went really quick. Yeah, so always, it was really a lot of, I couldn't believe it. And it's, all our hoses were, how can I say, there was no hose to use because of the fact that they were so dry rotted. And yeah, it was bad. So now I'm going to my friend's house and taking showers. So that's where I'm at with that. You know, so I was finishing a cigarette and just a spark, just a little spark, hit some paper products that had oil on it. I'm hoping too. I'm hoping that I could, I've been trying to save money to get to start playing video games, but I don't have the money. I didn't have the computer, but I heard that if you buy, PlayStation and you got PlayStation 5, and it's good to play the games that I want to, so I can start streaming and playing games and talking to other people and doing that. That's what I wanted to do. So this weekend, being, I already had paint and stuff, I went and put in the time and effort to go and take everything out of the RV because I can't, so I can paint and stuff. So yeah, I hope so too. I really do. Oh, God, that was fast. Well, hello. So hopefully everyone's having a good day. North Carolina, there's a lot of people out there in North Carolina. I lived in Michigan, so we used to go over, drive over to Savannah, Georgia. We would go there. It was my ex-sister-in-law. She lived there. So when we lived in Michigan, we'd always go to Savannah, Georgia. It was a nice warm place and you had a free place to stay. You know, yeah, it's, I don't know what the temperature is, but it had to be in the 90s today at least. It was really nice and warm. No complaints. It was nice and warm. Yeah, I live in an RV. It looks camouflage on the outside, and It's 1976 Beaver. It's a Beaver. Hmm. Yeah. Hi, Terry. How are you? I'm actually painting my RV's floor. It's going to be purple. See, I got purple. It comes off pretty good, and it doesn't stink. God dang, the paints in the 70s and 80s, you would paint it and you had to open up your whole house. You were like, oh crap, it stunk the whole thing up. Well, I would suggest if somebody lives in an RV, because you have summer clothes and winter clothes and stuff, if you have, I call it a, where you can put your clothes, like have a storage unit to put your extra stuff. I have a storage unit and a extra room in the house. I don't live in the house because my ex lives there. I'm hoping to buy the house. It will cost me approximately 120,000, 100, you know. So it's I did it for my own after the divorce, and I wanted to have my own self. My ex was living precariously through me when I was living in the house. I'm doing it so, and the floor just looks nasty. It really does. It had tile, and where the tile was in between, it had dirt marks, and it was just hard to keep. The tile was lifting up, hard to keep everything clean and nice. So I said, well, you know, it's time for a change, and I'll just paint it. And I figured, well, I'll paint my favorite color. We'll put purple. So I'm putting purple paint. It's floor It's floor surface paint. It's not wall paint or anything. It's made for the floor so it can take the wear and tear of walking. I have neighbors still. I have the neighbors next door and the other neighbors that moved in, I think, a couple years ago. I just met them a couple days ago. Yeah, it's something. When you have well, my neighbors, I'll be honest, my neighbors are really quiet. You hardly see them. I live in a, I guess it'd be here in Prump. It's a dead end street. The only people that drive through the dead end street are motorcycles, you know, dirt bikes, stuff like that. And it's pretty quiet. The neighbors are respectful so far. I've lived here. Yeah, we've had some weird neighbors and things like that, but on the average, I've never had a problem here, you know. I mean, we had one old lady named Candy live next door. She used to call me weirdo. She'd go, weirdo. I go, I know. She go, you're a weirdo? She goes, yeah. That was it. It was one of my coworkers' mom that I found out later on. My neighbors don't bother me. Prump's different. They don't get in your shit. They don't want you to get in their shit, and they're just, you know, leave other shit alone. Yeah. Oh, that's what they're. That's what was it? My son said. Prump is the waiting room for the elder because it's really cheap living. We get a lot of what a lot of people do is they move from California or New York or you know wherever, and they sell their house for a big amount of money. And then what they do is they in turn buy a house here, cash, have money in the bank. They go and enjoy themselves. And my dad said, yeah, if you don't like your neighbors, just wait. If they're old enough, they'll end up dying. I hate to sound that way, but it was like, I do. In fact, that's what happened. Most of the neighbors, when I moved in here in 2016, most of the people that lived on our street, they're no longer living. Yeah, they just get old and, you know. So I live on a dead-end street. It's very quiet. You can hear the birds out here. So, yeah. Yeah, so it's been, you can hear the birds. Yeah. I'm underneath a cherry tree. Not cherry, but it would be plum, cherry plum. Yep, that's what happens around here, you know. You go, what was it? I seen my one next door neighbor's, I think it was his father, and I called him Q-tip man because he was a short little guy with just white hairs, just snow white. All right, thank you. Have a good birthday. Yeah, mine was last month, and that was a joke. Uh, so hopefully everyone's having a good day. So far, all I did was go to Home Depot, and I realized, God dang, I really gotta get some things. So I was able to get that, and now I'm going to, uh, after I'm done here, I'm going to go and paint my floor. I'm trying to hear, I heard, oh, I hear a neighbor behind me. Here we're talking about quiet neighbors. They're usually pretty quiet. They're just keep amongst themselves. So I'm cleaning up. Yeah, I thought it was going to take 4 hours, but it didn't. It actually, my living room is almost all dried. When I finish with the second coat of my paint, what I'm going to do is, because I decided, you know, because it's going to take 2 coats. So when I'm done with the 2 coats, I'll do the area where I'm walking. I'll just do 2 coats of that, and I'll finish that. Oh, look good. Man, it'll look better than what it did. Oh, my God. It just looked horrible. Just plain, you know, wood floors. So, yeah. I think I'll still use the carpet, but I think it will be easier when I take it out, clean it and stuff, because it's really, I'm like, wow, you know, everything was getting in the crevices and stuff. So I figure at half an hour time, if no one shows up, I will go. Oh.